EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Pebble Beach Golf Links just south of Monterey, live final round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. And this, one of the sterner tests a golfer's going to encounter, 18 holes to decide a championship. The A+ game has to be there to make this work as we look at the early leaderboard. A lot of folks fighting for the title, including our leader. And that will come to rest just off the fairway, but not too much trouble from there, I wouldn't think.
Rough's really not that deep, Rich, so you're exactly right. Sitting up well enough, no problem whatsoever.
Nah, nothing to it. Very well judged there. 4 feet now for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And he will definitely not say no to that. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. Walking the course today, let's bring in Notah Begay III.
When you find yourself in the fairway on the second at Pebble, you have a great opportunity to take advantage of one of the easiest holes on the course.
And this is looking really good. Got every bit of that through it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Well, you don't see this very often. A tap-in eagle following a sensational second shot to this par 5. Onto the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally. This is a pretty hole, the third, 397 yards, just a gentle dogleg to the left. And you do have the option, if you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dogleg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie.
Quite obviously off the tree and into the rough.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
He's left himself 133 yards to the flag and the pin on the left portion of the green.
That's a good shot out of the rough. Really controlled the lack of spin out of the grass. Ball didn't jump either, so did not go over the green.
Straight into the cup. It's a birdie here at number 3. Will certainly help the cause. Wow, a day's worth of breathtaking shots, Frank, from the players and the Pacific Ocean. There it is, and this begins that beautiful 7-hole stretch along the ocean. Short par 4, 4th hole.
And this is also where some of these decisions become quite critical. Do you try and drive this green 330 yards to the front? Or do you worry about that little pot bunker on that left side? It's about 250 yards to get over it, because that's what narrows this fairway down. But it plays uphill.
Well, that's down there pretty far, but it's going to wind up in the bunker. And a splash of sand there. Is this ball going to wind up in the bunker off the tee? Some green to work with as he'll try and lift this one out. Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Not much to that. It is a birdie here at 4, and he will definitely not say no to that. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Yeah, that's a good putt. It is a par here at the fifth. And that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead. Frank, here we are. Another good scoring opportunity. The dramatic par 5 sixth.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right, but that, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out at 360 at the end of the fairway, believe me, that's in play. Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Second shot from the rough at the par 5 sixth hole. You cannot help but think about what Tiger Woods did here in 2000 on his way to winning the U.S. Open. It was one of the greatest shots in the history of the sport. 7-iron from about 200 yards, thick rough. He just lashed at it, muscled it up the hill. And Roger Maltby, the announcer, said, it's just not a fair fight. He was right. What a good shot that is. Home and 2 on the par 5. Remember, made eagle earlier in the round, Frank. That may be a chance for a second.
I know we can't call it a double eagle, but talk about aggression in these par 5s. Way to stand up there and just hit the shot.
What a putt there. A second eagle of the round, no less. He has been on his game so far. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. That's a fun tee shot to hit right there. You know the wind is at your back. You tee it high and just let it go. Get it up there in the jet stream, and that's just what he did. He's going to love that. So this has been an absolute clinic, and that nearly the capper with a hole-in-one, but instead it is just a tap-in birdie.
Frank, as you know, of all the sports played on land, golf's the one with the best views. This is as good as it gets, but you need to focus now on what's ahead of you. This 8th hole is a real challenge, isn't it?
It certainly is. The temptation is to pull the camera out, but really it's about what club you're going to pull off this tee. There's 2 runouts on the right side, about 250 yards, left side about 270, and really that white rock is a great indicator of the line.
And this, not the longest hole players will encounter, so just an iron off the tee, and it works out to perfection. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. Chance now for another birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. Will certainly help the cause. We finished the front side with what is often considered the most difficult hole at Pebble Beach, 483-yard par 4 ninth, ocean, all down the right, and bunkers and deep rough on the left. No room for error here.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but it is long. Now, there's a good strike in there, just a little left of the hole, but inside 10 feet. And it's about 50-50 chance on the PGA Tour of making a birdie.
Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And that, amazingly, is going to be a 25 on the front side, 10 under par.
Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
That's up the left side. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. From well down the fairway, this a bit of a tricky distance for his second. That's a high-quality shot right there. Now this for another birdie. Oh, everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And it is looking more and more like it's going to be back-to-back wins in this tournament. Now we come to the 11th hole, and now the golf course heads up and inland, away from the water. Only 370 yards, best to be on the left side of the fairway. That will then open up the approach into what is one of the smaller greens here at Pebble Beach.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
Second shot now to this 11th hole, Frank. It's a short one, but it's also uphill. So what's the key here?
Well, because it's uphill and that green tilts back at you so much, you can't afford to hit a shot that spins too much, and you cannot afford to be short. Now, just remember, these greens are small. This one is only 24 yards deep, so anything in the middle of the green, and you can't really have a putt more than 20 feet. So that's the target. A little unlucky there. That ball landed very close to the flag, but look how far it's gone on.
This one going to require some pace back up the hill for birdie. There's another one. It's 5 birdies in a row. And stop the press as if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. This 12th hole certainly not as famous as some of the other par 3s here at Pebble Beach, like number 7 or 17. But 12's a good one at 202 yards. Ideally, you want to work this right to left, just a baby draw, and try to get it to land softly because the green tends to be really firm. He didn't like that one from the start, and this one's going to wander into the rough right of the green. Now some touch needed here for his second.
That's just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
Oh, nothing routine about that one. Well done to roll it in for par. And this one, close to being over, as it'll remain a 5-shot cushion. Here we are at Pebble's 13th 401-yard par 4 that some consider a bit of a breather on the course. Birdie is definitely a possibility here.
Yeah, it might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Not in the fairway, but not a real problem here at the 13th, getting set to play his second shot.
Always a good shot in the rough, but now a chance for a birdie. So that's a good approach shot.
Chance now for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway.
Frank, a chance here to get home in 2, a chance maybe to do what Gary Woodland did on his way to winning the 2019 U.S. Open.
Yeah, Gary hit a great 3-wood, but I don't even think he was trying to hit that on the green. Look at that big gaping bunker left and short of that green. You would think that's to be avoided, but no. That's actually where you want to finish up because it's such a hard pitch shot, there's no point laying up. If you can get it into that front bunker, it's a relatively simple splash-out shot. One of the few times you want to hit your second shot into a greenside bunker.
Wow, what a second shot. And Frank, he has a chance for yet, can you believe this, another eagle?
Yeah, I thought 1 was enough, Rich. 2, wow, that's a little greedy, right? A chance for 3 eagles?
Are you kidding? A 3rd eagle of the round? That is not something you see every day, I promise you.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided. Really starting to make a hard game look easy. Drive after drive has been superb. And this one, well, as we like to say, is in the mayor's office.
Good chance to get one in close from here. This, his second.
And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position on the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. And this lead continues to widen. It is just a procession now as the difference is 8 shots at the top of this leaderboard. We now begin one of the most beautiful stretches of finishing holes in all of golf, the March to the Sea at Pebble Beach, starting with a 400-yard par 4 16th. Key here, carry the island bunker. Oh dear, that looks thick in there. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in two with a good shot here.
And for a short little shot, the heavy rough certainly makes things more difficult because the rough gets between the club face and the ball. But not bad, all things considered.
That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here at 16. And he will definitely not say no to that.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history at this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a one-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago, too, Gary Woodland had to chip it on this green and made 3.
Yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And this lead is going to swell to an unbelievable 9 shots. Well, here we are now at arguably the greatest finishing hole in golf. 536-yard par 5. Pacific Ocean, massive fairway bunker stretching more than 100 yards on the left, and cypress trees. Just a few of the things you need to contend with. Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Frank, it is one thing to stack cars on a scorecard, but Eagles, this is an incredible performance.
Well, I'm used to birdie feasts, but eagle feast? I didn't think you could do that.
Oh, how good is that? It's an eagle here at 18. And this will wind up being an impossible 50 D2. I've never seen anything like it. Well, Frank, I think we can safely say this particular course suits our featured player pretty well.
Well, it certainly does, the defending champion. And I mean, it's a great feeling because when you win the first time, you always think, well, is this course perfect for me? Can I do it again? To come back, remember, it's a full year. And to sort of have the same style of game and to play equally as well as what you did the year before, hats off.
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. So long, everybody.